All right. I was talking with a friend the other day about Dungeons and Dragons, right? D&D is a fun game to most people. And a lot of the people I have found that have played but didn't like it, I found they didn't like it because they got a bad DM, all right? Their dungeon master took themselves too seriously. And my favorite way to test whether or not it's going to be a shitty campaign because of a shitty, too serious, stick up their ass DM is through my character names. First campaign I ever played that I wanted to test them on. First DM I ever tested this way was in high school. Me and my friend went to a D&D club and we joined the same campaign on purpose, and we went together as Dragonborn twins. We were brothers. DM allowed it. We were Dicks and Ejax. And when we proposed the names, the DM immediately went, no sex jokes at this table, okay? We are playing a serious campaign. You will be serious. You are not going to have fun and make sex jokes. And I just kind of went, oh, Jesus Christ, okay, fine, fucking, all right, whatever. We'll change the names. So I went to Docs and Ajax. I was Docs. And so I added a little goofy detail to my character of Docs is deathly afraid of boats. Yeah, so it was Dix, D-I-X. Went to Docs, D-O-Ox, D-O-X. Yes, D-O-Ox. My favorite letter of the alphabet. Ox. D-O-X. And he was afraid of boats. He was a dragonborn who was deathly afraid of boats in the ocean. And that never came up during session until we had to use a boat to get from one place to an island. We were going from the Sword Coast to the island. So some island. It was me and my friend joked about it being the island. You know the one. And the DM was like, no, fucking don't. It's not that island, all right? You will respect my campaign. Got it? Like, what the fuck? Dude, lighten up a bit. Okay, we'll stop making Epstein Island jokes. And so we were about to get on the boat, and I I discreetly rolled a d20, rolled a nat one, looked up at the table and said, yeah, Docs just rolled to get over his fear of the ocean, and he got a natural one, so he is pissing his pants right now. And the DM, like, his head fucking snapped up, looked at me wide-eyed with rage. He's like, what did you just fucking say? It's like, yeah, you never asked. So this has been part of my character the entire time, but Docs has a deathly fear of the ocean. He's like, why the fuck would you add that? He's like, oh, even you can ask my friend. He's like, yeah, our parents drowned at sea. Like, he just spit that out his ass. Like, yeah, that's why we're adventuring together, because we're all we have. Our parents are dead because of a boating incident. He's like, oh, what happened? I was like, well, it was technically a submersible accident. Our parents were rich and decided to go explore the bottom of the ocean with a bunch of other rich people when their submersible vessel imploded. And he stopped for a little bit. The DM just kind of looked at us like, I swear to fucking God, if you're making a joke about it, it's like, yes, it's the billionaire submarine that fucking imploded. He he looked at me, he's like, he actually stood up, slammed his hands on the table, silencing the entire room, pointed at me and my friend, and then pointed at the door, get the fuck out. And we said, we are not leaving the room, but we are leaving the table. Go fuck yourself. We got up and went a table over just to dick with him. We went one table over. And the DM at the next table was like, what the fuck did you guys do? It's like, we made Epstein jokes. Our parents were on the submarine. And our original names were Dix and Ejax. And the new DM, she stared at us for a few seconds. Like, fucking what? Like, yeah. Here's our character sheets. Like, Docs and Ajax. These are fucking stupid names. Like, yeah, our names before were dumber. It's like, yeah, but that's part of the fun. The dick joke in your name is fun. It's like, okay, yeah, this is going better already. It's like, okay, well, what are your opinions on us changing our names back to Dix and Ejax? She went, fucking please do. That would be hilarious. It's like, okay, hell yeah, this is going better already. It's like, okay, so let me catch you up. So currently, we are in the plutonium mines of Al Gore. We just defeated a goblin band. And now we are working together to whip up some schematics for a nuclear weapon to use against the UN summit. You know, looked at it like, what the fuck? Is that the original campaign? Oh no, the original campaign was in a dungeon finding a dragon. But one of these fuckos decided to drill their way out because they're a mole person. They dug their way out of the dungeon onto the surface, and so I've had to wing this shit for 6 weeks. I went, okay, yeah, we're in. And so so we helped make the nuke, threatened the UN summit, and we went to Dick Island. It was called Dick Island because on the map it was drawn vaguely dick-shaped. And the NPC that brought us there had said that it was a previously undiscovered island. And everyone at the table over the course of like 10 seconds was like, oh, that's a dick on them. That's a map dick. Our campaign almost got cut off there because this was in high school. This was in a high school classroom with a teacher, and it was 3 guys and 2 girls like banging their fists on the table chanting Dick Island. We only didn't get kicked out because the teacher who was supervising like walked up and was like, what the fuck are you doing? Dick Island. We all kind of pointed at the map. The teacher looked at us like, yeah, that's totally a dick. What are you doing? And so we got Dick Island. It was amazing. And so second campaign that we joined, it wrapped up a couple sessions later. I mean, these were short campaigns, so more people got a chance to DM. But that group stayed together throughout the entire fucking school year and the next. Like, we formed a fucking bond by nuking the UN instead of just fighting a dragon. And we did end up fighting the dragon with nukes. We also started several race wars by going, because I engineered artificial UN leaders who would like talk about how like, oh yeah, the dwarves are far inferior to the elves because I mean look how fucking short they are. Ain't nothing that short that's superior. And it was like that, like it was something that did that with most races. It was only it was like 3 different like races got artificial leaders that were artificially racist to dismantle the United Nations. And the summit was held in the Feywild, so some fucking magical bullshit helped. I think I made Fey deals. I flirted with an NPC that was me flirting with the DM. Really, for an artificer, I had scarily high charisma. I think by level 20, I had like plus 10 to my charisma rolls. And yeah, we hit level 20 because I did research. The artificer knew that the artificer did math. In real life, I did real life math to find out how much experience we would get for dumping a bucket of molten lead down an anthill. Like even if each individual ant only gives like 2 XP points, that's a couple billion ants, right? So that's 2 billion times 2. That's 4 billion experience points. And all I had to do was roll high enough to get a good roll on artificer engineering, making a bucket that just held infinite lead. This was a thing that I did. I did this in a D&D campaign. Dude, D&D is fucking amazing. I don't get how people don't enjoy it. I engineered an infinite molten lead bucket to get us to level 20 within 30 minutes. And the funny thing is, our ranger failed. Our ranger got swarmed by ants and eaten. God, I love D&D. Oh, man. Fucking D&D is amazing. Like, I've played on both sides, too. Like, as a player, I have been with the heroes party. I've been one of the heroes. And not too long ago, for a friend, I was offered the chance to play as one of the 3 current BBEGs. I played as one of my old characters for that campaign, a Dragonborn. Oh fuck, my pen! Shit, I was wondering what that went. I found my brush pen that I had dropped a couple days ago. I was a Thri-kreen like sharpshooter. And at first I thought the character sheet he sent me was way over the top. Within turn one, I realized that no, in fact, it was not over the top. It was under the bottom, actually. There was a Thri-kreen gunslinger. I had 4 rot blight pistols, 6 shots each. And I got 20 attacks per turn. I don't know why I got more than 16, but I got 20. Maybe they all had. No, it would have been 24. 6, 12, 18, 20. Yeah, it should have been 24, but I got 20. I don't remember how many I had. I had a lot of shots. And I unloaded all of them into a druid in human form. I did a grand total of like 400 damage, but because of some bullshit items druid had, he only took a quarter of the damage I gave him, taking a total of like 112. Because I rolled shitty on my damage. And then I thought, well, that's okay. I should be okay. Then the ranger with 6 companion animals used an item to turn her dogs into fucking dragons. And then the druid who I had unloaded 20 shots into was like, hey, Terry. My character's name was Terry Nid, a play on Tyrannid from Helldivers. I thought it was funny. Yeah, hey, Terry Nid. Terry. Look, I've got the grill backpack you gave me back when you were part of our party. Because I had been part of the Heroes Party, but ended up nuclear bombing myself to save the party from a demon. And I was pissed at the time because the party kept going on about, like, yeah, we could save him by using the gravity gun we have. Or, like, you're a barbarian, you can lift him. Or, like, you're a necromancer of fucking, whatever. Not Tyrion. You're a fucking necromancer with all these big things. You could just have them pick him up and carry him. And then they're like, nah, like, we're too far away, right? Right? Yeah, let's just go. And so I died and was brought back by the Lich King. I joined the party again, got cut down by Bob, the fucking barbarian. A lot of us used our names to, like, just say what we were. I was Terry Nid. The barbarian was Bob Arian. A couple of us had actual names, but most of us were just stupid. There was an artificer named Rickon Mortimer. is just Rick and Morty. But I died to a nuke. And then Terry Nid rejoined the hero party with the promise of grilled cheese and a fuck ton of wine. Because the druid, who was shit, it was Morse Umbra. It's part like storm giant or some shit. It was like a half giant druid. For some reason, like, oh yeah, Morse Umbra, it's so storm related. It's like, ooh, so badass. But won Terry back via the promises of grilled cheese and alcohol. Then Bob Arian killed Terry for being a traitor to the Lich King. I died. Was then brought back after the fight was done by Dr. Muerte, the necromancer. Ugh. Blech. I almost threw up there. But yeah, I was brought back by the necromancer for the celebratory grilled cheese and wine. I was brought back in the servitude to Dr. Muerte and was immediately released along with his entire skeletal army. He left to live with the kobold he decided to fuck. Morse Umbra and Terry Nid decided to start a tax firm. They were very successful. Bob Arian was fucking dead. And the ranger, don't remember her name, she, I don't remember what she did. Shit. She probably just went into the woods with her dogs that could turn into dragons because of an item she had. I feel like she did like a Game of Thrones style BS where she took over some kingdom. I haven't finished reading Game of Thrones, and I refuse to watch it until I finish reading it. I don't know how the Dragon Lady storyline ends. I don't know, but I feel like it probably ended with... But yeah, I'm pretty sure Ranger went in Game of Thrones, went and took over a fucking kingdom using dragons. The Lich King was replaced by Morse Umbra's adoptive son, who was also actually his daughter, who was also actually a daughter. The character's actual daughter. Like, his whole storyline was he was trying to find his family, trying to find his daughter. And along the way, he ended up adopting this little boy who reminded him of his daughter, who turned out to just be his daughter because of a failed perception check. She became the Lich King. And the next campaign has started. I am probably not going to be a part of it unless I like go back for a couple sessions to be like a traveling merchant. That was something I was offered by the dungeon master. I was offered by the dungeon master to like be able to make a character that just comes back from time to time, like as a traveling merchant to just kind of sell things. Um, and I really want to do that. I haven't played a good game of D&D in a while. I tried for a while to get one set up for my family, where I DM'd for my family, but they're busy, so I haven't been able to do that. Two brothers in school. Parents are busy with work. Grandparents are busy with work and taking care of my little sister because my parents are busy. But yeah, I want to do that at some point. If anyone in the comments is interested in having me DM for them, I will work to set up a time and place, or it's probably just going to be over Discord. I am very, very willing to DM for a party for free. Like, payment would be preferred, but it is not required. It would be awesome, though. I smell horse shit. Why do I smell horse shit? I'm in the middle of a town. Or I'm in the middle of a city. I shouldn't smell horse shit. No one around here is allowed to own a horse. Whatever. I gotta go. I'm almost at work. Bye.